back again, back again. And today is Friday, so it is the Friday Fix. And this is the 55th episode, so we have had quite a few now. And thank you to everyone who watches and engages. Great stuff. And a massive thank you to everyone who joined me last night for Live and Not Complying, where we touched on the Wonder Jab, the gene therapy drug, and also smart cities, because it is all about smart fucking cities. But this is the Friday fucking Fix. So our topic of interest today is indeed this mysterious and seemingly magnificent 5G, right? It is here no matter what. They claim that we need it, that we want it, but we fucking don't. No one is screaming out for 5G, but they are rolling it out right across the fucking board. And before we touch on the very latest, I want to remind you of this article from 2019, the build up to the pandemic, when they switched on 5G in the UK. Funnily enough, right? Does 5G pose health risks? I wonder. What are the concerns? The electromagnetic radiation used by all mobile phone technologies has led some people to worry about increased health risks, including developing certain types of cancer. Surely not, right? Radiation? Nah, it can't be. In 2014, the World Health Organization, shock horror, said that no adverse health effects have been established as being caused by mobile phone use. Yeah, I bet they fucking said that. Now, if it's coming from the WHO, do not believe a fucking word of it. They are the biggest criminals going, and they need stopped straight up. To expand on it more, however, the WHO, together with the International Agency for Research on Cancer, has classified all radio frequency radiation, of which mobile phone signals are a part, as possibly carcinogenic. Yeah, no fucking shit, Sherlock. It has been put in this category because there is evidence that falls short of being conclusive that exposure may cause cancer in humans. Yeah, because history has told us that it fucking does. And it has been now for decades. And by the looks of it, it will only get worse. And we possibly are seeing that already, right now, even. And to expand on this a bit more, a toxology report released in 2018 by the US Department of Health is pointed to by those expressing safety concerns, found that male rats exposed to high doses of radio frequency radiation developed a type of cancerous tumour in the heart. Yep. For this study, rats' whole bodies were exposed to radiation from mobile phones for 9 hours a day, every day for 2 years, starting before they were born. So, it basically gave the rats cancer. But we have seen it in humans, and they basically now can't hide it. But I guess they've always got a cover and something else to blame. I'd imagine they're likely gonna blame COVID. It'll be the COVID that done it. It won't be radiation. It'll be COVID, right? Sure. It did also say no cancer link was found for the female rats or the mice studied. It was also found that the rats exposed to the radiation lived longer than those in the control group. Right, so I'd imagine, going by this from 2019 and 18, that one of the selling points for 5G in the future will be that it helps you live longer. Hip hip hooray, you can live longer in the tyranny that we are now in. Sign me up, right? Sure. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the very latest in terms of this horrid 5G from the past week, at least. Daily Echo, 1 day ago. Broadstone councillors and residents praise 5G mast refusal. Good on them. Hip hip fucking hooray. For real. Because this is what we need. But of course, they don't give up. They'll be back again, or they'll put it somewhere else. Don't accept it. Southend Echo, 3 days ago. Priory Crescent residents oppose plans for free 5G mast. Good. This is what people need to do. Get together as a community. Reject it. We don't fucking need it. And it is not good for anyone's fucking health. Telecoms.com, 20 hours ago. NTT unveils a global private 5G network. Yep, we knew it was coming. This private 5G network is basically the new internet, and eventually the internet as we know it, it will indeed be gone, reset, and it will only be the private internet where they have complete fucking control over everything, if not fucking already, right? Investors Chronicle, 16 hours ago, ride the 5G wave with Spy Rent. Yep, it's a 5G wave. How fitting. Wired, 2 days ago, a 5G shortcut leaves phones exposed to stingray surveillance. Oh dear, I guess people will need to sign up to the private 5G network or Starlink, right? Look out for it. Forbes, 3 days ago, 5 ways 5G and the Internet of Things could help change the world. Yeah, it'll change it alright, but it certainly won't be for the fucking better. It will indeed make the world as we know it worse. It will make humanity worse. So, what are the 5 things? Well, better managed energy and smarter government services. Wow, smart energy management has long been recognised as one of the key benefits of smart cities. Yep, that is where it's all heading. That's what the internet is all about. And it isn't just came about now. Even before the pandemic, they have been laying the foundations for the creation of smart cities. Everything controlled by the Internet of Things, including humans, us. Sounds great, right? Well, it fucking ain't. Straight up. Number 2, less pollution from vehicles. Of course, they want no more petrol or diesel motors. Nope, they're finished. They can't control them as well as they can control a smart car, an electric car. Hip hip hooray, right? Number 3, conserving resources and reducing waste. Hip hip hooray. So basically this one, they're talking about smart water sensors that can detect leaks, but also pollution or contamination. So if they detect that your water is polluted with COVID, yep, they will switch it fucking off. Hip hip hooray, right? Number 4, emergency and humanitarian aid. Wow, so this one is going to tell you if you're going to get flooded, or it's going to basically alert you to a fire, right, that they themselves have started. I shit you not. Number 5, safeguarding natural habitats. Sure, forests play a huge part both in conserving the environment and in making life healthier and more pleasant for the population. Sure, in addition to keeping forests and their indigenous wildlife safer from fire, Internet of Things sensors can also monitor the health of trees, alerting to dangers from pollution, disease, or lack of water. Wow, so we're gonna have smart trees? Smart fucking forests? Sure, and it's gonna stop what? Wildfires? That they say is caused by climate change? Sure, but this is coming, and it does say that they are already piloting it, so it is happening. Look out for it. And would you Adam and Eve it, the 5G or radiation, if you like, it does indeed have the fucking syndrome. Who'd have thought it, right? Of course it does. And what they try and say is that nuclear energy, the dangers of nuclear energy, is much less than previously thought. Sure, and that brings us nicely on to this week's roundup of the than previously thought syndrome. The deception, it continues. Shock horror. The Independent 1 day ago, planting forests could cool Earth's atmosphere more than previously thought. Right, you kinda get the feeling that they know nothing about trees or forests. Not only that, nothing about what they call Earth's atmosphere, and I mean nothing. Evening Standard 17 hours ago, calorie burning peaks earlier and declines later than previously thought. Right, and yeah, I thought they knew everything that there was to know about calorie burning, but hey, they knew nothing. It's out the window now. Sky News 1 day ago. The odds of a hazardous asteroid hitting Earth are higher than previously thought. Oh dear, the dangers of an asteroid. It has the syndrome. It's manipulated. Look out for more in that sense. Military.com 22 hours ago. COVID-19 was more widespread in US military earlier in the pandemic than, can you guess? Of course, than previously thought. Report finds. Of course, COVID, it has the syndrome. It is riddled with the syndrome, just like climate change. It is riddled big time. Foreign policy 3 days ago. IPCC finds the world is heating faster than previously thought. Shock fucking horror. I think that's one that we predicted. It is so predictable. NBC 15, 3 days ago. Boscobel tornado speeds higher than previously thought. I guess that'll be down to climate change. Climate change has speeded up tornadoes. Of course, tornadoes, they could never be man-made, right? They could never be manipulated or controlled. Sure, let's go with that. Anyway, that is the Syndrome Roundup. Now we will have a wee bit of other news from the past 7 days. So, let's get straight into it. The Wire Science 2 days ago. Geoengineering science is advancing. Wow. But should we use it? Well, I think it's a bit late to be asking that. They have been geoengineering for fucking decades. But they shouldn't. They should not be tampering with our Mother Earth. Tampa Bay Times 6 days ago. Geoengineering is needed to alleviate climate change. Hip hip hooray. 3 cheers for geoengineering. We need it. Sure, we fucking don't. None of us do. The world does not need it. But thanks to people like Bill Rockefeller, we are getting it. CNBC 20 hours ago. Bill Gates pledges $1.5 billion for climate change projects if Congress, so there's a catch, if Congress passes infrastructure bill. So what this basically is, in short, is a bribe. They are bribing, wee Billy Rockefeller is bribing Congress, and he will be paying them off to pass this infrastructure bill, which will give the go-ahead for smart everything and the fight against the weather. Sure, let's go with that. This is out today in the UK. What we know about the Plymouth shooting suspect. Some guy seemingly has shot up 6 people in 6 minutes. I think they said, shock horror. But not much in terms of motive. That's what they want. I wouldn't be surprised if they connect this guy with anti-vaxxers. I shit you not. Look out for it. The Independent 6 days ago. 9/11 families tell Biden not to attend victims' memorial events. Sleepy Joe, the beast, has been given the cold shoulder. They don't want him there. Speaking of 9/11, I seen this cracker today. The Express 3 hours ago. Michael Jackson was saved from 9/11 attacks by his mother. Wow, so what, his mum ran into the burning tower and saved Beastie Wacko Jacko from Bin Laden? Well, no, seemingly she talked to him on the phone the night before, and he was due to be in a meeting at the top of the Twin Towers on the day that they came down, but he slept in because he was talking to his mum all night on the phone, so he wasn't there, and he didn't die in the Twin Tower attacks, which were carried out by Osama, yeah, let's go with that, Osama bin Laden, right, the Taliban guy. He done it. Sure, of course he didn't. It was indeed an inside job. The horrors that have been committed by governments like the American and the British are beyond belief. They are so atrocious, they could make even the biggest man's spine tremble with fucking shock. They are worse than anyone could ever imagine, and they need stopped. Big time. Anyway, that is it for this week's Friday Fix. I will be back again with a live on YouTube on Sunday night, so look out for it. As always, get out there, have fun, expose the tyranny, keep your guard up, and do not comply. Thank you once again, and that is about it. Bye bye.